Hello, boys and girls. I am back. Today, you are going to learn all about the pets I had in the past, or at least the ones I can remember, and more detailed about the pets that I can remember in my adult life. Enjoy! I love animals. When I go hiking or when I go somewhere, I just tend to pet them and I tend to cuddle with them. And it's actually a problem because some of them are not that friendly. I just don't care, I guess. I'm not afraid of them. I'm just loving them so much. In today's episode of Bananas, I want you to learn more about my love for the animals, my love for the planet, and all about the pets I had in the past. Let's start. I will try my best to remember some of the pets I had as a child, although my memory is not very clear about certain things, so I'm going to try to give you as much information as I can, okay? So, the very first pet that I recall from my childhood is this white long hair cat, and I remember her name was Lady, and I don't know who named her. I don't remember how old I was. I just remember she was very cuddly and she was amazing. We had her for a few years, and her superpower was that she could steal the food from our hands while we were eating, literally. So if we were eating and we would like have our hands lower from the table or like just not pay attention, she will just grab everything you had in your hand and take it away. She would steal food from the table while you were not watching. You had to be very careful around her. Other than that, she was an amazing cat. We had white hair all over the apartment. All my clothes, my like black clothes, used to have this long fur, and it was crazy. But I remember loving her a lot. I don't know for how long we had it. I don't know what happened with her. I just remember for some reason having this specific pet. Later on in my life, I was still very small. Don't know, maybe I was 5, maybe a little bit before I was 5. We got a puppy, and it was a bull terrier puppy. I hope I said it correctly, guys. It was a girl, and we named her Dulcinea. I think it's like a Armenian name. My dad is Armenian, so he brought this gift to us or to my mother. We were so happy, me and my sisters. I guess at the time just one sister. We were super happy because she was amazing. She was so loving and she had so much energy. She was actually hyperactive, like too much. So much energy in that little puppy. She used to destroy everything in that apartment. She would run from one side to the other, from one couch to another, and just destroy everything in its way. But still, we loved her so much. We used to play with her. My mom was a little bit upset that things would get broken, but she was amazing. She was just so cool. I loved going out with her because she was not big as size wise. We only had her unfortunately for 1 year. She died. I don't remember details about it. I just remember that it was a disease that we just didn't notice right away, or she got it really severe too fast right away. We just didn't have time to do anything, basically. We didn't have time. Few days she was sick and then she was just gone. Yeah, I was very sad, super sad. Probably it was my first like encounter with death, so I remember it very, very vivid. She was like this source of love and source of energy in our house, in our family, despite the other big problems and things we were going through, I guess. And I don't know. I remember loving her a lot. We buried her somewhere in the backyard of our apartment complex, somewhere like under a tree. And I remember like going there a lot because I knew where she was buried and I would just go there. It was very sensitive for me. Yep, so that was Dulcinea, the little Dulcinea. Later on, my dad got some kind of a job that I don't really know exactly what it was, but they had at work a guard dog. And for some reason, he used to bring that guard dog home sometimes, and it was a German Shepherd that I have no idea what its name was, and I have no idea for how long we had him, but it was like coming and going. My dad didn't really want us to get too familiar with him and too loving and too attached to the dog because it was not really our dog. But yeah, I recall having this like huge German Shepherd for a few nights in the house, and then it would be gone for a while, and then again, like over and over, like back and forth, like that. Yeah, that's all I can remember about that dog, really. Later on, maybe I was 7 or 8. My dad was not living with us anymore. I remember my mom brought home a huge dog. It was a Rottweiler. He had a chain on his neck, and it was like with sharp things like going inside. And I thought that he's probably a very aggressive dog, but he was not. He was not actually. When she brought it home, I don't know the exact story. In fact, I probably should ask my mom more about it. She said that he was lost and we will keep him for a little bit while we try to find his owners or something like that. That dog was 2 years old and we named him Groff. And I'm not sure if it's the name that he already got or if we named him. I don't remember. All I can tell you guys is that that dog lived with us for a very, very long time. He was a grown-up dog already, and he was trained. He knew commands. He was humble. He was loving. He was amazing. He lived with us for more than 7 or 8 years, for sure. And the funny part about this story is that I grew up in a poor family, and we only had this one-room apartment. Literally one room, like almost like a studio kind of style of apartment. And it was already 4 of us, my mom and the 3 daughters, and this huge dog. He would lay down in like the lobby, in the corridor or whatever, in the entrance of the apartment, and he would be as long as that little room. If you put a few shoes over there was no more space at all. For us to go to the restroom, we had to step over him and then go to the restroom because there was literally no way around him. It's a crazy story, but I'm so thankful that we had that dog. I learned so much from him and thanks to him, I guess with him, because I grew up with him. We had to take care of him, take him out, and go to the park together, and it was amazing. He was huge, and next to me he was probably weighing the same amount as me, holding his leash, and he would run, and I would just couldn't do anything. I couldn't. If he would see like a cat or squirrel or whatever and he decided to run, I couldn't do anything. I had to just hold, because otherwise he would probably come back, now that I think about it. But when I was small, I was afraid that he would never come back if I let go. So I learned to take care of him. I learned to brush him and give him food and hug him. I remember even dancing with him. He was so amazing. If I would do this, he would jump with his huge paws, and we would dance. And he was taller than me when he would jump like that. Taller than me, literally. And we would dance like that. He used to love it so much. He used to love it a lot. Or at least I think he did. Yes, that dog was amazing. And that is probably the pet that we had the longest in our life, for sure. I loved him with all my heart. Another pet that we had for just a little bit was this one cat that I rescued when I was 15 or so. and it was this small little kitten that I just brought from outside, and she was just crying and crying, and I don't know, my heart was melted, and I just brought her home, and she was all black. And her belly was white. But she didn't live with us for long. She was a troublemaker. In fact, I named her Anarchy. She was hysterical. I don't know what she's been through before we brought her home, but she was aggressive and hysterical. Me and my sisters, we used to be afraid of her, like more than you could be afraid of a dog. She would attack us for no reason, and it was crazy. She would like make these weird, creepy noises during the night. Crazy, crazy, crazy memories about her. Unfortunately, she only been with us for a little over a year, maybe two. That's it. After that cat, for a very long time, we didn't have any other pets. Maybe I had a little hamster, but I don't know if it was before this cat or after. For some reason, I have like very clouded memories about the hamster. As you guys know, they don't live very long, and yeah, it died like after a year or two, unfortunately. Other than that, for a very, very long time, we had no more pets. And then, we moved to Italy and we had no pets there. Then I came back to Moldova. My family still stayed in Italy. With the band and everything, I always thought that it's like bad to have a pet because the lifestyle is very difficult. Traveling a lot doesn't give you really the opportunity to have little friends like that for this main reason. But I think 6 years ago, maybe 5, we were coming back from touring with Infected Rain, and we parked our van, and we were loading out the gear after the tour. So we were very, very tired. I remember it was later in the evening, and this little cat came over. It was a curious little thing that looked very scary. That cat had a smile on its face, but looked really scary. It was a very skinny little guy. You can tell that his tail was broken, like in a few spots, and something was wrong with his eye. And yeah, obviously I gave him something to eat, and that's all I could do because I was afraid to take responsibilities like that and having pets because of my lifestyle. So next day when I went to work, I saw the cat again, and I decided to give him food again. I went to work. At the time I was working as a hairdresser and makeup artist in this beauty salon in Moldova. I remember like it was yesterday. All I could think about was this little guy. This little creature just was in my mind all day because I knew he was homeless and I knew he needed help. Because living on the streets, especially in cities that don't really take care of homeless animals, it's really dangerous, and there are so many of them. I said to myself, if the cat is still going to be there, at the least I can do is take him to the vet and see how can I help. Maybe I can do something for this cat, or maybe I can find somebody that wants a cat. So it felt like he knew because he was right there. He was right there when I came back from work. And obviously, I went to the vet, talked with the veterinary, and I said, I don't know, I'm ready to pay in order for this cat to be healthy, and maybe you can help me. Maybe you know somebody that needs a pet or something, because unfortunately I can't have him. The vet was very nice to me. He did not try to take a lot of money from me, and for no reason. He just said, this cat has broken ribs, has fleas, has broken tail, something's wrong with his eye, he is way too skinny for his age. I think he said that he should be around 2 or 3 months old. But he was this little thing, and he said that it makes no sense for us to do anything for him if I'm not going to take care of him, and I'm not going to take him because he is going to just die on the streets, because he was completely blinded on one eye. Apparently it got damaged either by other animals on the street or maybe by some stupid human. I don't know. Everything is possible. So he said, yeah, there's nothing we can do basically. The only thing we could do if you don't take him is to put him to sleep. Obviously, I couldn't do that. And I just took the responsibility and took the cat. We fixed him, we took care of him with the whole band. And later on, you met him as well because all this time I was talking about Pirate. I named him Pirate because of his one eye. He is the most loving, most amazing cat I ever met. And I'm talking like I had friends that had pets, I had grandparents that had pets, and I never had a cat like that. He was amazing. Amazing. Very thirsty. In fact, you can see him in our music video for the song Enslaved by a Dream, and later on also in the song Orphan Soul. I love this cat with all my heart, and when I moved to United States a few years after, I gave full custody to my guitar player Vidic, so you can probably see more pictures and more stories about Pirate thanks to him. Obviously, whenever I come back to Moldova, I try to take good care of him, take him to the vet, and give him all the shots and make sure he's healthy and well taken care of. But he is in such good hands. Everybody from the band loves that cat and takes care of him whenever we are home. And when we are touring, Vidic's sister is taking care of him, and she has little kids, and they all love him very, very much. So this is the story of Pirate for you guys. I moved to United States around 4 years ago, and my lifestyle became crazier because of me moving, and I travel a lot for the band. I go back to Europe a lot, and obviously I always thought that I can't really afford or give myself the luxury of having a pet. Although I love animals so much, but I was trying my best to holding back all this time. Now I'm going to tell you a really cool story that happened to me not that long ago. On April 1st, me and Kevin, we went to have a dinner, at this one cool spot we really like to go. And we were thinking maybe to go watch a movie later or something. It was just one of those nights, cool weather. We decided to walk around that mall where the movie theater was, and to just see what we're gonna do and what our plans were. Sometimes we like to just go in pet stores just to see this exotic animals, or to just see what is there, and just to cuddle a little bit with a few cute animals and then just leave. This time was very different. We saw that they have a lot of puppies, and for some reason we decided to go and look at them and cuddle with them and see what they have there. I don't know what happened. Kevin is a big animal lover, just as I am, but for some reason he never really had so much love and passion for dogs. I guess he has his own reasons, but here we are looking at these puppies just out of curiosity and out of, just loving animals. I see this little puppy right away, but I try my best to just keep my emotions to myself, because I know I can't have a dog, I can't have a puppy, I can't have an animal. I turn around and I look at Kevin, and all I can see is I see big hearts in his eyes. He melted right away. He fell in love with this one specific puppy. That was it. We both fell in love with this little creature that was in the pet store, believe it or not. I never thought I'm going to actually buy an animal, because I like the idea of rescuing animals, and I like the idea of helping other animals. Oh my god. It was a difficult decision to make. We played with her. It was a girl, a miniature Schneider, a little puppy, and we played with her a little bit, and then we left. All we were thinking about was her, you know? We were putting together the ups and downs about having a puppy or having an animal in general, and we decided to go for it. We did our little research. We found out that this is the only way we can travel with the dog. It's when it's this size pretty much, and when it has all the history of their parents and their vaccination from when it was born and everything. And basically they don't grow too big, and they are super loving and obedient. So yeah, we decided to go for it because our lifestyle is so different and unique from like everybody else. I'm a musician and I have to travel a lot for music, for shows. He is an artist and he travels a lot for work, for tattoo conventions, and his parents live very far as well. Sometimes he comes to Europe to visit me on tour. Very often we are alone. We are without each other. We don't have each other to support and love on each other. We don't have each other's attention. So we decided to go for it and get this little puppy. So now we are the owners of this amazing, beautiful creature that we named Luna, after the character from Harry Potter. She's our very favorite character, and she lives with us now, and she's being absolutely amazing. She's very loving, and she's so good. She trains every day, and she makes us smile every day.
Come here, Luna, come here, come here. Sit, Luna, sit. Good girl, such a good girl. Oh, my baby is such a good girl. She knows how to sit now. So soon, and her whole face is wet because I just washed her little face. I love you. You did so good. Good girl, Luna. Good girl. Come here, baby, come here. Hi, I love you. Trying to prepare my little purse to take her outside for the first time. And she's just chewing on stuff. You just like to chew on stuff, Luna. She's so small. We just got her yesterday. Today is April 3rd. Say hello, Luna. Say hello to the camera. Hi. It's our first day outside in the park. And she's very confused. Hi, Luna. Hi, love. What is this? Who's watching me here now? Hi, Luna, baby. Yeah, of course, you found it. Luna. She doesn't know her name is Luna yet. She just doesn't know yet. She's small. Oh, hi. She got... I just got my nose. Let's see what we got here today. I got a little puppy. It's her first day outside, and she loves it. And no, you can't go. Hi. Hi guys. I'm in my backyard right now, laying in a hammock, and I have a little cute little baby over here laying with me. How cute is she? Small little Luna. She's a tired girl. Such a tired girl. I love you, baby Luna.
I love animals a lot, and I feel like I've been surrounded by them all my life. in a way or another. Some of my friends have pets, some members of my family have pets, and while touring, I met a lot of these little guys. Animals have so much character and so much energy. I think that is exactly what attracts me so much. It makes me want to go closer, look them in the eyes, touch them, and if they let me, even hold them. I even had the opportunity to babysit some pets. For example, these little naked babies. They are such intelligent creatures, very loving and really, really smart. I also co-owned some little cuties before. These two brothers from hell, for example, Lucifer and Beelzebub. I love them with all my heart, and they actually helped me so much with some of my personal fears and phobias. This other little white creature, a girl named Lilu, gave me a lot of laughter and positive energy. I am so happy that my life is surrounded by animals. So I wanted to make this specific episode for you guys in order to tell you more about me and in order to tell you why we decided to make this really big commitment and really big thing for our lives. Having an animal is not jokes. Having an animal is responsibility, and having an animal requires a lot of time and attention. And I acknowledge that, and this is exactly why for a very long time I couldn't afford or I couldn't permit myself to have an animal. But now that I made this commitment, I'm very happy. I'm so happy I did it. I don't have bad thoughts about it. I can't wait for her to grow and travel with me, and hopefully sometimes I can even take her on tour with me and you guys can meet her sometimes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this episode about the little friends we have in our lives, and if you did, and if you have some suggestions about what to do and how to be a good mom for this little cute creature that I got, please write to me in the comments and tell me more about your experience with your pets, and tell me more cool stories about some of the pets you had in life and why you decided to have them or why you decided not to have them, which is also a very important, decision. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys support my decision and you are excited for a lot of pictures and videos with Luna for the future. And comment, subscribe, don't forget to click on that little bell over there so it will give you notifications every time my new video comes out. This is Bananas. Don't forget to smile.